Now, this is just what I want to have outside my window, that's for sure. That's an amazing view right there. Wow. Hopefully this is gonna be me tomorrow. I think I just woke up in paradise. This is just so beautiful. And it's kind of like not windy at the moment, but the guys, I talked to the guys that stay here and been here for a couple of days. The wind doesn't really come in until like 2-3 o'clock, then it's just all of a sudden just comes in. So we're a bunch of people actually parked up, lined up like that. And I've been driving all through Croatia now almost, and I haven't seen any van lifers or camper whatsoever. But when I got here yesterday, it was just like kiters, and it was, yeah, they were having barbecues in the night, and it was super nice. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a trip into town with the bike, check that out, and apparently you can get mandarins. I think it's called mandarins in English as well. You can get them around. This is a really famous area for it. So one of my neighbors actually gave me 2 of them yesterday. I had one, but check this out. There we go. Like these ones. These are so nice. This place is just unbelievable. Like, I'm on the beach and my car is, where's my car? Oh, there's my car. It's just right next to it, and I have the ocean just behind me. This is so beautiful. And it's no wind at the moment, but hopefully we get the wind coming in at 2-3 as the guy said. We'll see about that. I checked the spot out and it's just perfect for what you need for kite surfing. It has like this massive long grass flat where you can start up your kite, and there is like knee-deep water for as long as you can see. So it's super good for beginners, and the wind here is super constant as well, which is also something that helps you a lot when you're a beginner, when it's not gusty. So for me as a beginner, I think this could actually be the perfect spot. So wait until 2-3 o'clock and see if the wind catches up, and hopefully we can do some kite surfing. It looks good enough, so I'm gonna get myself into this wetsuit, which is always a mission, and then I'm gonna pack up my gear and try to get myself up and away. Okay, so I've tried so many times to save the sound on this clip, but it's just wind and it's just noise and it's just you can't even hear what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that I'm super nervous and I'm really afraid that my kite, which is a size 11, is gonna be too small for the amount of wind, because it's barely no wind whatsoever. But I mean, I still want to give it a go, because I'm here and this is kind of like the last opportunity of this season to be able to go out kiting on this spot. So I pack up my stuff, and I've done this like 3-4 times now, so it still feels super fresh to get everything up. And like I kind of like have to check everything 2 times because I'm not really sure that everything is correct still. But everything went fine. I had someone to help me to get the kite up in the air while I was on the beach, which was super nice. And that was also no problem whatsoever. This is the 3rd time I'm getting the kite up myself, and that was no problem. The only issue is that it's barely no wind, so it's hard to keep it up in the air pretty much. So I'm turning around, facing towards the direction I want to go. Just pick up the board and then just cruise out into the water to where I want to start off. You see this bar here? During the summer, this is packed with people. You can kite surf just outside. You can grab a beer and just like keep on kite surfing. So awesome. And I don't know why these guys have to be so close to my kite. I know that they know what they're doing, but I don't. So if something happens, it's their fault. It's not mine. I'm just a beginner. So anyway, finally got to the point where I can start, and I managed to launch this on my first try, and I am kiting. So this is basically where the wind just disappears, and I'm trying for a couple of times to get up again. I managed towards shore for a couple of times, and then I had made this stupid decision that maybe I should try to go outwards again, because I felt the wind was better that way. And so I'm going offshore for a couple of runs, and then when I was about to go towards the beach again, there was no wind. So I was basically like in the middle of the ocean and I couldn't get back. So I was struggling for probably 35 minutes just to try to get towards shore and towards the beach. And I ended up like getting dragged down into this kind of like bird nest and back onto the beach. So here we are.
Okay, update. Sunset, awesome to kite. Here's my kite. See, I don't even know if you can see that far. That's where you're supposed to kite. That's not where I am. Oh, I've been struggling with. It's not enough wind for my kite, so it's been really hard to even get it to fly. I don't know if it's just because I've been dragging along down, or if it's because I'm just too beginner. I don't know. But here we are. I'm still safe. still alright. The honor is kind of in shape still, but I have to do the walk of shame back to my van. Great. I mean, my kite surfing session could have gone better, but it is what it is. Like they're laughing at me now because they've seen me. It's like drift off, but like every time you get back, you learn something. And yeah, it was a little bit it wasn't enough wind, but I got up and I got kiting. So like for me, if I could do it all again and know that I have to walk the walk of shame back, it was still worth it, because I mean, I was standing up, I was kite surfing, which was awesome. So next time I do even better than this. Okay, so this session turned out to be a failure in one way, but also it was a really good one. Like, it probably was the best one out of my 4 I had in total. But like, check this out, I'm actually up kite surfing, not for long, but I'm actually out kite surfing, and I can get the feeling of how it is to be on the board, how the wing is pulling you, and how to steer the wing contra how you should like push the board to get like your balance point and all that together with the wing. So it was super good for me. But what happened was, I mean, it's knee deep everywhere except out there, and it was a lot of people like kite surfing in here. So I decided that I wanted to go a little bit further out to have my own gig. What happened was that the wind disappeared when I was out there. I didn't realize that was like a local thing, so that's why everyone was in here kite surfing. And when I got out there, the wind disappeared, and it was just not enough wind to even pull me up on the board again, which meant that I couldn't get back towards shore. But to be fair, this is such a good like beginner place. Like, it's knee deep around here, and this is all like a big bay, and mostly in the summer the wind comes from up here, so it's always pulling you towards this bay. So whatever happens, you can always like get yourself back on shore again, which is awesome. And that's just what happened to me yesterday. I was out there and the wind disappeared. I tried to get back up on the board, and I couldn't. I could barely keep the wing up in the air, and it just dragged me from all the way up here all the way down there, kind of towards where all the birds are. And I had to pack up my stuff, and I had to do the walk of shame for like, I don't know, 15 minutes of walk to get back to the beach here where like everyone was sitting. And the guys that helped me, they were still here in the shed, and they were like giving me applause when I came back. But apart from that failure, it was such a good kite. Like, to be able to get up, stand, go both ways on the board, awesome. And to be fair, the guy that is local that helped me with the wing, he also said, like, I've done this so many times, I've done the walk of shame. Like, you go out there and the wind just disappears and you can't get up, and you just get pulled down until you have to walk back up. But it was still amazing. I loved it. So hopefully we do it one more time today, and hopefully I can get a little bit of a longer ride. We'll see. Look at what's just coming in. This is just awesome. He has a 1000cc quad on the back of his truck.
That's insane. So, yesterday was about kiting. It was supposed to be about kiting. So I thought I was gonna get 2 days out of this. But they said, the local guys, they said that this is normal, like already too late on the season. They normally don't even have any wind whatsoever at this point. So I got 1 day. Sadly, it's 1 day. And not even enough wind on that day, as you have seen. But I mean, I got a little bit out of it, and I just spent the second day here pretty nice. Well, I took the when I didn't have any wind, I took the motorbike and I gave it a ride along the coastline here, and that's probably like one of the best drives I ever had. It was just unreal, like driving along the coastline here in Croatia. That's you can basically drive with the car all along the coastline, but it's really slow if you don't go on the bigger highways. It's slower, but it's just so beautiful. So I was actually thinking that when I was driving down, that maybe I should take my bike for a ride and just go up the same way I went down. And so that's what I did yesterday. And wow, was that beautiful. So I had a really good sunset drive. But on the way back home, it got really dark. But and I just have like my black visor. But it was alright. I was just taking it slow on the way back home. So that's gonna be the end of this vlog. I am now making some coffee, packing up the van, and then from here I'm going to Bosnia. I'm gonna see some waterfalls, and I'm gonna go to Montenegro and to Albania and meet up my friend that is gonna land with an airplane. So I'm gonna pick her up on the airport. So that's what you're gonna see in the next vlog. So thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.